10 minutes. Okay? It's 10 hours. I want 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Okay? Ready? 3, 2, 1. Go. Okay. Okay. So, Xenoblade Chronicles begins on a spaceship. When there's there's a spaceship, right? And they're doing interdimensional science, right? And there's two scientists, the good scientist on the left and the right, the good scientist on the right. I said that already. And then there's a lady and the guy scientist, and the guy scientist is like, I'm gonna open a portal to the other dimension. You can't stop me. And the lady's like, no, you can't open a portal to another dimension. Opening dimensional portal sucks. Don't do that in a space station. And then he does it anyway because it's crazy. And then they and then when they go to the portal, they get transmogrified into two giant robots. The lady turns into the one on the right, and the guy turns into the one on the left. And then they fight for 1,000 years until they become statues, basically, right? And then you smash cut to the future, where there's people who live on top of the statues. You know, he live on top of the big statue people, right? And there's there's a kid named Shulk, and he has a magic sword. He lives in a Tibetan country hill somewhere in the Alps of the giant people. And one day when his parents are dead, a man named Dickus or whatever shows up and goes, "Oh, wait, what's going on here?" And he takes the kid and he takes the sword and he goes back to the village. 10 years later, in Colony 9, which you just saw on screen, the fun cameo, Shulk is he's a man now. Okay, he's an adult. And he's got the sword, the magic sword that he grew up with. And he's like, oh man, I'm really feeling it, right? He's really feeling it. Until some guy named Metalface, who's too big for the Smash for the stage and kind of sucks, shows up and goes, oh, what's all this then? And he like blows up the city and kills Shulk's like best friend or whatever. And that sucks. And so Shulk goes, I'm gonna avenge my best friend. So then Shulk decides to venture from the big left man to the big right man to the robot zone, okay? To the robot headquarters to kill all the robots forever, okay? And that seems all fine and dandy until okay, we gotta go, like, let's roll it back. Okay, so Shulk makes it to the Robo Zone. Okay, he makes it there, 8 minutes. He makes it to the Robo Zone, and he's like, all right then, well, so this then, and then suddenly the sword comes to life and it goes, I'm evil actually, Shulk. Just when you thought you were cool, Shulk, you thought you were sick and poggers and really feeling it, not so, because I was secretly in this man. I'm this guy, the guy who happens to look like Shulk but isn't Shulk. I don't really know why they look the same. He goes, all right, Shulk, it's me. I'm your sword. I'm the Monado. Okay, I was the spirit of the Monado the entire time, and I was evil. And you've brought me right to my secret headquarters, where I can become the Godnado. Okay, where I can become super god and destroy the universe, Shulk. And that's when what's all this then man shows up again, Shulk's adopted father, and goes, that's right, this was my plan all along too. I was in on it as well. You see, this was a 10-year scam to raise you to become the perfect vessel to harbor the Monado or something, right? Don't go anywhere. You can't run away from this. Where you think you can escape? You think you can escape? Hold on, play the music louder. Turn off the music. We got 6 minutes. We gotta speed it up. Hold on, faster. We need faster. Times 2 speed. Okay, alright. Okay, alright. So anyway, Shulk's like, alright, the sword's evil, that sucks, and then Shulk dies immediately because the sword takes over his body and he dies instantly. He goes, oh, I'm not really feeling it. I sure am dead, right? And that sucks until it doesn't. Until Shulk comes back to life and he goes, hey man, your name's Alphys. I need you to help me kill this god man. And Alphys is like, yeah, sure, I'll do it. And then all is well, and the world is normal, and then all the giant people sink into the earth, and it becomes like a normal planet where people live, and Colony 9's just like an island on somewhere, you know? That's normal, okay? Now, okay, shut that down. Xenoblade 2. Okay, where's my okay. So in Xenoblade 2, alright? God, okay. So so similar to Xenoblade 1, there's giant creatures flying around, but they're fish. Instead of big people, they're big fish, and everyone lives on top of the big fish, okay? And the big fish are cool because there's people, normal people, and then there's wet people, okay? People that are made of weapons, okay? And so when the wet people and people meet together, the wet people feel like they're not being treated correctly by the human people, okay? And so they meet at the family dinner table, and they go, well, you know, we as wet people, we gotta eat people to become more powerful and live forever. Why don't you eat all the people? And then the one in the middle, who's Mithra, who you probably know from Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, as one of the playable characters, who comes in, I think, on CC Pass 2, And she's like, no, I don't like eating people. Eating people isn't cool. And so then the person on the left table, this guy here, he goes, oh well, you don't like eating people? I'll kill all the people then. No more people to eat. Oh, if I blow up the planet. And so that happens, and at some point there's a whole thing, you know, and there's a whole thing with like the world ending or whatever. You know, there's this guy. There's a thing, they gotta like defeat him. Point is, they just kill the guy who wants to eat people, and that's kind of the whole plot. And there's not really that much else going on. You know, it's simple. It makes sense. It's a pretty straightforward plot. They kind of hammered out all the kinks. I'll be honest. You know, as much as I don't like Xenoblade 2, they kind of it makes sense there, right? 4 minutes. We have 4 minutes to spare. Okay, I can take my time a little bit. All right, so here, let me take my time a little. Hold on, we don't have to speed. Hold on, we can slow down a little bit. Okay, so Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Are we at the Power Ranger plot now? Yes, we are. So Xenoblade Chronicles 3, as you can see, looks a bit like Xenoblade Chronicles 1 and 2. That's because it is, okay? Look at this. You see the background there? Where where they have the Gower Plains thing? Hold on, wait, let me highlight this here. You see these mountains, right? And then you see the big fish from, not that one. And then you see that's the wrong. Where's the other? Hold on, I gotta find my. Hold on. This. Okay, see, so this fish. Okay, you see this fish? They're also here in the background. You see, it's like both worlds at the same time. Get it? It's the fish and the guy in the Smash Brothers stage. I guess they're both Smash Brothers stages, but it's both happening at the same time now because their two worlds are colliding or something, right? It's two worlds. Xenoblade 1 world and Xenoblade 2 world combined to be Xenoblade 3 world, right? And in Xenoblade 3 world, the Xenoblade 2, 3, 2, 1, 4, Xenoblade 1 people are fighting the Xenoblade 2 people in the Xeno Wars, okay? That's what this is. These are two people, they're on both sides of the Xeno War. The cat person is part of the Xenoblade 2 war, and the other guy is on the Xenoblade 1 war. That's why they have the technology. And the other one has like the gems because they're like people or whatever, right? And so they're fighting until one day they realize that they don't have to fight. In fact, because fighting is bad and war is evil. The bloodlust for the murder of your enemies is in fact a negative quality trait to have in humans or people or what people, you know. And so with this, they've decided to fight the real evil, who's this guy named, I think, X or N or Z or one of those, some letter, some at the end of the alphabet, maybe W, I don't really know. And he's like infinite. He's got the infinite now or something. Infinite. There's like a lot of it's a number that goes on like a big loop, like a Ouroboros eating itself or whatever. And they gotta kill him. And there's a bunch of British jokes about spoons, and there's lands in there. He's like, oh, he's Muppet spoon, and that's and that's. And that's Xenoblade Chronicles, everybody. Well, how much time we got left? 1 minute and 50 seconds to spare. I can go a little further. Why don't we? So, Xenoblade Chronicles X, everybody. The bonus feature, okay? We're cranking it out now, okay? So what is the plot of Xenoblade Chronicles X? Well, going back to Xenoblade Chronicles 1, remember the space station back in the first part? Remember this thing with the two scientists? Well, turns out the world that the people when the evil scientist man on the left decides to go into the portal with evil scientist on the right, and they become the giants, they end up going through a portal that goes to a different world. But the world they leave behind is actually like normal Earth, like where normal people live, right? That's normal. You're going to bed. Not yet. You're not. Okay, not yet. You're not. We still have a minute left. Okay, but like okay. Opens door, closes door, locks door. You're not leaving until it's over, okay? But anyway, when they leave behind, when they go through the portal, they leave behind a normal planet Earth, okay? But normal planet Earth isn't doing good, okay? It's getting poisoned. It's full of cloud people. That's because Xenoblade 2 world is actually normal planet Earth. If you look at it closely, you'll notice the clouds in the sky are very normal. The giant fish people are very normal. The breaks door, you can't break a door. You can't escape this, okay? But so when Xenoblade 2 world becomes cloudy and evil, all the people who are on the original planet Earth decide to get into spaceships, and they all travel out into space to discover what's out in the further world, which is why they have like a colony, and there's like space mechs, and it's like the voyage, it's like the aftermath of the Xenoblade 1 incident, that leads into Xenoblade 2. It's kind of a lot, you know. It's kind of a lot. You know? Okay. And so there, hold on, I gotta find some characters. Xenoblade 1 character. Okay, it's X, sorry. And so on that game, there's not really a main character, but there are these various characters who I can spend my time explaining this. We have 50 seconds left, okay? So here we go. We have I think her name is Elma. Sorry, from left to right. I think her name is, but I don't know her name. I don't know the left lady. Her name is Blibless. The lady in the red is named Elma or something. Elmo? I don't know. Lady, I think that might be your playable. I think that might be your playable character. In the middle there, or the right there, and then there's like a little Speptis creature made of some kind of asbestos. I don't really know. Maybe he's like a weed monster. Not entirely sure. I think he like gives you items. It might not be even a he. It might be a she. The glasses are a little difficult to see out of. I remember them being kind of annoying. And oh, okay. Well, that's it, everybody. See ya at next stream. Goodbye.